straight from Pakistan to LA to Boston, 20 years in the game and more, man. But the boss is with me, Ricky Rose. What up, man? How you doing?
Man, you already know. You see what I'm doing, drinking that South Beach brew, balling, balling.
I was gonna say I've got everything from you. Here's look right here. This you send me these,
Boom.
okay? And then I got this backpack.
The
Nice.
bags, boom,
Yep.
boom,
Got
boom.
the bag, got the bag. Gonna take it back real quick with this one right here. This is 20 years ago, bro.
Man,
Crazy, right?
20 summers ago, man. That's iconic, man.
Man, it's been such a journey, and now Mink's in Miami. I'm waiting for this Mink to arrive.
Oh, man. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Yo, congratulations, man. 20 years is not easy. And at the level that you've been doing it for as many years as you've been doing it, I mean, talk about dropping hustling and then living up to that. I mean, every song is always about motivating and you speak it into existence, I feel like. Every song.
Man, honestly, that's somewhat what it is. You know what I'm saying? When it come to production, when it's the studio, when we sitting around, if you around me, 9 times out of 10, you gonna hear me popping big boy shit like,
Right.
yo, I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna let you know your value. I'm gonna let you know what my ideas, my thoughts are, the moves we can make. So when I'm in the studio with producers, they understand I want a sophisticated, a lavish sound, even though I love making music for the streets, but it's a certain perspective I want to give the streets. You know what I mean? So um it's like that.
Yo, you always feeding the streets and with this sample too, man. Huge sample. I grew up in the West Coast, man. So this sample right here, as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, either because those samples, either you come correct or you just leave it alone. And you, French, Max, you guys came correct with it, man.
And that mean a lot to homie, because most definitely that production, that sound, when I was, I'm a jit when I heard it, but it was so iconic.
Right.
And it to me, it always felt like it fed the West Coast, of course, the South,
Yeah.
and the East Coast. And there was very few beats that could really do that. So I got to shout out to homie James on the production. Homie really, gave it that rich sound. And man, it's just something that I hope Master Ace really appreciate as well.
There it is, man. We're talking about Minx in Miami. Since we're talking about the song, let's get into the record real quick and we'll come back with some more Rose. Go ahead and introduce it
Let's
for
do it,
everybody.
baby. You already know, man. It's the boss, Ricky Rose. Here's my new single, Minx in Miami, featuring French Montana, Max B. You better keep it locked. This the hottest.
There it is, man. Minx in Miami, Ricky Rose, he's on with me. You always jump on, and I always appreciate you taking the time. Songs come out, albums come out. You have listening parties. You invite me. I've been to your house a few times. We've done Miami together, man. So I always appreciate you always keeping me involved, man.
Man, and I kind of feel like when it come to that, when it come to the music community as an artist, DJs, that's just something we got to stay locked in. You know what I'm saying? Growing up in Miami, when you watch DJ Uncle Al and all the ones that created pirate radio, it was a different connection.
Yeah.
If you was from the streets and you was an artist, when you watching somebody that goddamn got a car antenna off the back of their grandma house, and you get to hear the music for 12 blocks. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And we would actually drive within those 12 blocks if you didn't live within those 12 blocks to
Right.
hear the music that was played. So salute to you. And you always been 1,000. You always been solid. So that's for life.
Thank you, man. Thanks for saying that. Is it easier or harder, do you think, to get into the game in this new world versus when you came in?
I'm gonna be honest, it's a lot easier. I mean, imagine if I could have DM Russell Simmons.
Right? Yeah.
Like, yo, nigga, I got this record every day I'm hustling. You know, we it should have be gone. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't have that. So you actually had to do that groundwork. You really had to go through. You had to start with the DJs. The
Mhm.
DJs could introduce you to managers or whatever it was, but you just wasn't gonna walk up to an A&R.
Right.
Nevertheless, a CEO. It wasn't gonna happen.
Do you
But
think
right
that,
now, you could go live and shit.
right? You think people can sustain the new artists can sustain the 20-year run with all the stuff that's out there right now?
If you are iconic,
Hmm.
without a doubt, you can.
Yeah.
It's certain things that we won't let die. The streets won't allow it to die. We won't allow Ice Cube to die. We won't
Mm,
allow Dr. Dre to die.
right.
Won't allow Hove to die. Look at Rakim. You know what I'm saying? It's it's just certain, individuals that create a certain amount of value for different reasons. So if you are an amazing artist, 20 years from now, you can still, have that value. Is it going to be just as easy it is to get in the game? It is that easy to fall off.
Oh yeah.
It's artists that we seen 2, 3 years ago that had, one of the biggest records, and we haven't seen them yet. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We haven't seen them since. So it is different. You know what I mean?
Harder to get to the top or stay on top with the 20-year run that Ricky Rose's had.
I think it's harder to get to the top
Okay.
because you got to do something special to get to the top.
Yeah.
And now we get to see just how amazing you are. It's like Jordan, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
You get that first ring. Now we're gonna see if you can repeat it.
True.
Go
True
see
that.
what you could pull off. You know what I'm saying? But most definitely for me, coming up in Miami, where it was only really one or two record labels. It was Slip and Slide Records. Of course, it was what Luke was doing,
Yep.
but it wasn't a bunch of indies running around and nah,
Right.
nah.
That
Memorial Weekend was the closest you had to a record label if you was an independent artist, and you
right.
better have your CDs burnt and your T-shirts printed.
Right. There it is, man. Rick Ross is on with me real quick. You got so many things. You got the third book that's out right now. I love how you got vulnerable in this and you talked about some of the some of the struggles you went through just to the love of the you lose the love for a little bit sometimes. And I like how you talked about what you went through.
Yes, it's like, you got to realize it's like when you own every car that you really desired, you know what I'm saying? You
Yep.
got every watch. You done been to every city. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta look, you gotta dig even deeper into yourself, like for what means the most to you now. You know
Right.
what I mean? And that was something I had to do because I knew, yeah, boy, I want that Tudo Benz. I want that Maybach 57S. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And after you do that, what's next? You want a plane? Okay, you get a plane. What's next? And I just had to dig deeper for the things that really meant most to me,
Right.
which wasn't none of the material shit, you know?
I say that louder, man, because a lot of people are thinking, because we all watch what you guys are getting. It's like, oh, that's gonna make me happy. But coming from Rick Ross, that still doesn't. It makes you happy, obviously, but it doesn't fulfill you from what I read in the
Nah,
book. You know what I mean?
most definitely,
Yeah.
most definitely. And of course, the happiness that it's almost like a shallow form of happiness because of course it's a reward for the hard work you've put in. So
Right.
that's really the limit of that joy. Is it personally gonna go inside you, spirit wise, and make you no,
Yeah.
no, nah. You got to go even deeper than that, and that's
Right.
that's something I had to do.
There it is, man. Facts from Rick Ross right there. Minx in Miami's out right now. French is on the run too. I love all the OGs coming back with some hits, man.
I love it. I love it, man. I
Right?
love it. It feel good. I kicked it with Ti last night. Dion Cole, shout out to Tip with his new record,
Yep.
Trick Daddy cooking up. I just love to see what it is. You know what I mean?
Your boy Akon, he's back on top. He's been running around.
Why not? Why
Right?
not?
I
All the
love
homies, they're my homies.
Yes, man. All right, well, album's coming out soon. You haven't announced a date yet, have you?
No, I haven't announced
Yeah,
the
but it's
date.
coming out soon.
Title is set in stone. Yeah,
There it
without a
is.
doubt. And we cooking up and we coming soon.
Well, Rick Ross, I always appreciate you. Favorite song to perform before you get out of here?
Um, let's say every day I'm hustling.
Dude, bro, classic,
Cause
man.
they touch their heart, and they know that was the first time they really got to see me.
Yep. And then last question, NBA Finals. Who's going with again? Who's going to be in the finals with Miami? Because I know you're going to say Miami. So who's going to go with them?
I mean, and Bam gonna score 99 too, baby.
Come on,
Score
man.
99 in the final.
All right.
Ah!
So who are they going to be playing against? Who do you say?
Hmm, I don't know, man. I ain't gonna even put nobody in there with us. They gotta earn.
They got to earn it. There it is.
Yeah, they gotta earn that, man. Cause we gonna wash them, though. We gonna wash them. We going all the way.
All right. Well, when it gets closer, and if it's Boston and Miami, then we need to get back on and do a bet. My bet's gonna be a lot lower than what you got to pay up if you lose, but mine will be maybe I don't know, maybe a mixtape or something. I don't know.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. I love the Celtics, man. They're my homies right there. You already know what
Yeah,
it
you
is.
always come out here too. You love coming out here, man.
Oh, I love it. I
Yeah.
love Boston.
There it is, man. Ricky Rose, thank you so much for always jumping on. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the care packages every time, man.
I got you, man. Anytime, man. And when I come up there, I'm gonna come see you.
For sure, man. You're looking great too, man. I'm loving all the fitness stuff. I'm loving how you're taking care of yourself, man.
Much love, baby. Much love. It's the boss, Ricky Rose, on the top 30 countdown, and I'll be rocking with Pup Dawg this weekend, baby. Boss. Huh.